Hi everyone, my name is Grace Perry. I'm Digital Transformation Lead at Rockwell Automation, and welcome to our LinkedIn Live event. We're so excited to kick off Automation Fair 2021. It's going to be live, in person, as well as virtual. Make sure to register. I'm so excited to be welcoming Sarah Wiseman of MTI today. She is going to help us understand the components of digital transformation and also the value of our workshops, which is an offering that we provide to organizations like yours who are exploring the fascinating benefits of digital. So Sarah, will you please introduce yourself and MTI to our audience?
Hi Grace. First of all, I'd like to say thank you for inviting me in this discussion, and I'm looking forward to seeing everybody at Automation Fair in November. A little bit about myself. I have been working with MTI for a little less than a year. However, in my background and my experience, I have been living in the digital transformation space for a little over 20 years now. As far as MTI as a company, we are a friction welding building machine. We started in the 1920s and evolved from a small tool building manufacturing type company and evolved from there into machine building, and which is what we do today. We have the friction welding building machines as well as manufacturing services. So we have customers come to us and ask us to run their production for them, as well as a really cool area called weld development. And what that is we have customers come to us with these parts that they can't fit together or don't know how to fit together, and they ask for our help to try and solve that problem.
Sarah, we became trusted teammates in our co-creation of value. With our new digital transformation technologies at MTI, such as Internet of Things, cloud offerings, analytics, and augmented reality, will you please describe for the audience how MTI has identified creating an effective digital transformation plan and how you leverage the workshops?
Yeah, so as far as the digital transformation space, the verbiage of that has transformed over the last 30 years. It's become Industry 4.0, digital transformation, smart things, data science. I mean, whatever acronym you want to give it, it all kind of revolves around the same thing, right? So as far as MTI is concerned, we kind of jumped into this full steam ahead, trying to satisfy a space with our machines and getting more information, provide a partnership with our customers. So they are looking to performance enhancements for their machines, predictive analytics, increasing their machine efficiencies, increasing their operator interfaces, as well as remote services, which is a really cool platform now, considering the pandemic, which we all have felt the last 2 years, not being able to go places where we would like to go. So we are trying to evolve with that and bringing more tools to our customers, being remote tools, making you feel like you're actually there with stuff like the HoloLens and kind of interacting in that virtual space with our customers. So we're looking forward to bringing that to the world and bringing that to our customers in that partnership.
That's awesome, Sarah. Now, will you please help us understand more around the internal benefits of digital transformation?
As far as digital transformation and information is concerned, in our niche of the marketplace in friction welding, it is a very specialized area. And the way MTI wanted to look at this is, how do we build a better machine? And the only way we're going to understand how to do that is by gathering data, right? So if we just start throwing out pieces of data, we all know garbage in, garbage out, right? So we have to kind of look at what we have, analyze what we can do, and start small, right? Because if we try to bite off everything all at once, it could become a little bit overwhelming. So one of the great things that we've done with Rockwell is the workshops. And we've kind of broken down the pieces of what can we do now, what is available now in order to get as much information as we can to try to build a better machine and build that partnership with our customers so our customers have less downtime and they can schedule information for their machines and schedule their maintenance with their machines. So it's kind of, like I said, building that partnership and just getting as much information as we can and make it so it's understandable rather than just laying out there and then trying to understand the data, right? Because if you can't understand the data, you need some context behind it, and we're trying to give that context.
Can you talk about how the value workshops gave you some practical advice as well as perspective to have a great digital journey?
Yes, so to touch on the workshops that Rockwell worked with us on, we started out really small. So we kind of analyzed what we were doing right now and what were the gaps in what we were doing. And understanding those gaps helped us develop the platform that we are now trying to implement, and doing it in a phased approach. Like I said, keeping it simple from the beginning and taking that agile approach to be able to change things up as we are learning. And because if we try to do it all at once, to be honest, it would probably fall flat on its face, because we need to learn what we're doing before we try to implement everything all at once. So first of all, doing that remote services, and then adding on the predictive maintenance tools, and then adding on the machine analytics, and learning from those phases before we start jumping into the next phase, as well as introducing those phases to our customers. So now that we have such as phase 1 complete, then we can introduce that to our customers and learn from them whether or not we need to change some things up, right? That's implementing those lessons learned, which is engineering 101, right, guys? So just making sure that those workshops are valuable, and are you putting in what you're going to get out, and making sure that it makes sense.
Sarah, how are the current workforce dynamics, such as your ability to attract and retain new diverse talent? How is digital helping you? Some of these technologies, like these advanced analytics, attracting new quality talent?
As far as the diversity challenge that we all face right now, and with the pandemic, has brought out a lot of labor issues for us, right? So a lot of companies are experiencing a little bit of labor shortage, not being able to send people to Japan or to Europe, right? So one of the things I think that as a company and as companies in general is, how do we solve that problem, right? And we need to be a little bit more flexible in how we find our workforce. And looking beyond the black and white of the resume. So, like, for instance, I've never been a manager per se, right? I've never held a managerial position for a corporation. However, I do have a lot of managerial experience in my background in other areas. So if you look beyond what's in the black and white and just kind of look at what people have experienced in their lifetime, I'm pretty sure you're going to be able to find those areas that they can help you in your company, and then grow and train them in areas that you need, right? Just building that foundation and then grabbing those other pieces and training them up. And it's been a pleasure working for MTI for me, and it's been great. I've enjoyed the ride so far.
Sarah, this has been amazing, and you are having such success with digital transformation. We so appreciate your time. Can't wait to see you live in Houston, Texas for Automation Fair. Again, as a reminder, please go ahead and register for Automation Fair, and thank you all for joining us today. Till next time, this is Grace Perry, Digital Transformation Lead at Rockwell Automation.